welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new around here, my name is Holly. I do everything cross stitch. So I have long dog samplers and full coverages, and I think I kind of prefer full coverages, but you know, I do like my long dog samplers as well. So if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it, and hit the like button. And I hope you like this video. So first of all, I'm so sorry this video is so late. I was supposed to get this done on the 9th, but my dad was still here, and I did say to him that I needed the fencing done and the shelter done before I left to go to Ocala, because many of you that have been joining me throughout this journey would know that I have been to Ocala on a course. I was doing an equine sports massage therapy course. So my dad said, okay, that's fine. Well, in that 2 weeks, I can get the field shelter up and do the fencing, because my horse was supposed to be coming over to my property with my friend's 2 horses. And then when I got back, nothing was done, like literally nothing. They were arriving Tuesday. A friend of mine and my dad had literally just done the fencing, hadn't connected anything up. He had started doing the framing for the shelter, but it takes forever to do anything and everything. So I just literally on Monday, or I think on Sunday, I think I was making arrangements for a contract to come out and just do the shelter, because without that, you know, I don't really want to be doing any framing work with the horses in the field, and they were arriving Tuesday. So we managed to get that up, and then I spent literally the whole weekend trying to connect everything up fencing wise. So that was all a little bit of a nightmare. And then the horses arrived on Tuesday, so we are now Wednesday, so they arrived yesterday. And I spent the whole night last night just worrying about whether I'd have 3 horses with 4 legs, all with 1 head, all okay, no dramas. My horse was a bit of an idiot yesterday, and I don't know why. She just went on to like super guard dog mode with one of my friend's horses, and she wouldn't let her other horse get anywhere near them, near her other horse. So that was a bit of a nightmare, and she just kept doing it, and I didn't know if she was actually going to settle. She just ended up being like a bodyguard for her, and she wouldn't let her other horse come anywhere near her. So thankfully they have sort of settled, everything is fine, but it just meant that because I had so much to do, I just couldn't get this video out on time. And my course went on from the 28th of November to the 9th of December. I was hoping to get the video out early, and I tried. Believe me, I tried. I started recording. I said to Dad, can you make yourself scarce, because I want to get my video done? And he was like, yeah, it's fine. I've got stuff to do down at the workshop anyway. And I kid you not, every hour or half an hour, he was up making a cup of tea or doing something, and I kept pressing the pause button. And then when he went, and I was getting really ruffled because I kept saying to him, Dad, like, I will phone you when I'm done. And then he would come up because he'd forgotten something, and then in the end I was like, you know what, forget it, I'm just gonna have to do this when I get back. So spent a few weeks in Ocala, absolutely loved it. Fully qualified with my course, which is great. Passed with flying colours, which I'd hope so, because I've already done it. It was more like a refresher's course. Spent some time at the World Equestrian Centre, which I absolutely loved. I did take some stitching down with me. I didn't get a hell of a lot done, because there was also a lot of work to do in the evening in preparation for sort of the next day, because in 2 weeks you have to learn all the anatomy of, you know, every single bone, you know, the insertion points of muscles, all of the muscles, the points of origin in the muscles, and the biomechanics of a horse and how they work, you know, athletically, and what could go wrong. And so there was always a lot to do in the evening, so I did try my best. One thing I did do, which was really stupid, is leave my threads here for one of my I'm such an idiot, for one of my projects that I was going to take down, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, I didn't really get much on that done, which is annoying. I did get some haul. I was told by one of my lovely subscribers that there is a really, really good cross stitch place down in Ocala called Brick City Cross Stitch, and I went to visit it. And of course, you know, we're trying to keep all these small people, you know, small businesses alive. So I did do a bit of spending, not too much, but I did come back with some things. So I'm going to do haul first, and then I'm going to tell you what I worked on. So the first thing I bought was this by Modern Folk Embroidery, which I think is really, really cute. And when I actually walked in there were a group of ladies doing some cross stitch, and I knocked on the door and I said, "Oh, are you open?" And they said, yes, we're open, come on in." So I went in, and it was really nice to see what everyone was working on. And one lady was working on, I don't know whether it was this or it was something similar to this. However, she was working on a really beautiful teal colour fabric, all one colour. And then she was doing it in white, so doing the stitching in white, and I thought that looked really stunning. So I'm wondering whether I should just do my stitching in white and choose like a really beautiful colourful piece of fabric to go with that. I'm not 100% sure yet. That's still in the, I'm still in the thought process with that, so we will see. The other thing I bought is a small Q-snap, because I haven't got any of these. So it was like a dinky little Q-snap, because I did buy some smaller projects, which I'll show you now. I got an 8x8, so one slightly bigger. I've got lots of 11x11s and 17x11s. And then I thought this was really, really cute. So I bought this at Silver Creek Samplers. I thought that was really gorgeous. I'm sorry about the glare. So I thought that would fit really nicely in one of those Q-snaps. And then I bought a second one, which was the blue flower, and it's got acorn, very autumnal, even though we're at the other side of it, like we're the other side of autumn at the moment, which is kind of fine. It's not too cold here, which is great. It's not as bad as England's. I've been told that they're on like -3, -5 at the moment, and they're covered in snow. Here it's, I think, about 10 or 11 degrees at the moment in centigrade. There's no snow, it's cold, but it's not like really, really freezing, so I'm happy about that. Okie dokie, let's get on to some stitching, shall we? So this month I was able to work on, excuse me, last month I was able to work on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects. So this is for, this will be November's video. I know it's very, very late. And what I'll do is the order that I've got them over here, I will just do the order that I've got them here. So one I haven't actually worked on since I've been in the States is Alternative Reality. And this is one that I absolutely love. This is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is artwork by Josephine Wall. Absolutely beautiful. I love all of the colours in that. I'm doing this project on 18 count 2/1. I did 1,128 stitches on this, and I'm at 12.95% completion, which really, really isn't a lot, is it? It's just not a lot at all. I feel like I've massively failed. But there we are. So I'm just going to sort this out and then I'll be able to show you. Yeah, it's one that I've been in the States now for probably April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, almost 8 months. God, that's gone so fast. And I'm still waiting for my change of status. I'm still trying to get all my information together for immigration. USCIS, United States Citizen and something services. They are giving me a real hard time. So it's not fun. So the information that I need to provide them is crazy. I mean, I haven't even got a business at the moment, but I've got to pay someone. Because I've got to have a couple of payrolls, and then I've got to register it all with taxes and everything like that. I haven't even got a business yet because my farm's not even built, but they want to see business now. So yeah, I'm having to kind of really, really work hard to try and get them everything they want, but I feel that we're going to be there. We should be fine. Anyway, I digress. So this is what it looked like last month, or no, not even last month. About 9 months ago when you last saw it. And this is where we are now. So I've been working on, I'm going to have to stand up for this one. Okay, so I've been working on sort of this bit here, and I've taken it all the way to the end. Don't ask me why I did that. I have absolutely no idea. There's no rhyme or reason why. I just was picking colours. I wanted to actually get, you know, a bit done on this because I haven't worked on it for a while, and that is the end. So that is the end of the project. So my main aim now is just going to be filling in the rest of this and just doing it, hopefully, page by page. And I was, as you can see, I was doing, you know, the step and parking my threads. Well, I mean, I love parking, but I just wanted to get, you know, a decent amount of threads in there. And I knew that if I was just working on this area here, because I'm just putting in 1 stitch here and 3 of this colour and 2 of that colour and a stitch here, that my progress on this would be nothing. So I actually wanted to get some decent progress on this. So that is my first project. I do really like working on that. I really love the colours. I love working on 18 count as well. It's been done on Magic Easy Guide, it's called, 18 count Easy Guide. So that is the first project I worked on. The second one is the one where I told you that I'd actually left all of my threads at home, which is stupid. So the second one is a long dog sampler, and it is Resistance is Futile. Now, I did manage to do a few stitches of this when I got back because I wanted to get something done on this. I am currently at 25.28% on this one. And the thing is, I only did 97 stitches though. This is the issue, because I didn't really have much time, and I've been so busy. You know, yesterday I took up all of my time with the horses coming over, and I was supposed to give my place a blitz because it was just so messy. And my dad, honestly, I got back and I could have died. I didn't get back until 8:30 at night, so I travelled straight from my course. I got back at 8:30, and there was just, where he had walked in mud, the floor was just covered in mud, and the litter tray was clean, but he hadn't cleaned around the litter tray because cats they like to kind of kick all of their litter tray dirt all over the floor. So, and I literally got in and I said to Dad, Dad, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with living somewhere really dirty. So at 8:30 at night, I was cleaning it up and trying to get it, you know, so it's kind of semi-livable. So yesterday was supposed to be a day that I was going to be blitzing the place. I'm getting a load of stitching done. I was supposed to work on the Resistance is Futile for a couple of hours. It was going to be my blitz the place and day off, and just work on some stitching. I was going to go to the laundrette, but I'm going to leave that until today. But because my horse was such an idiot yesterday, I literally spent all day watching her in the field, and every time that she was being aggressive towards the other horse, I had to go out and then I had to like shout at her. I must have sounded like such a fishwife. But she's calmed down now. I think she's okay now. She's kind of chilled out. I will put some pictures at the end of this video of you know, my time away and them in the field as well. It's really nice to wake up to horses. You know, you look out to horses. Who doesn't want that for their life? It's amazing. So I worked on this for probably just a couple of hours in an evening. I did 97 stitches. I'm at 25.28. I'm doing this one on 28 count, 2/2. And I'm doing it in the colourway 917, which is this one here. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So 917 is my colourway. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on one sec. There we go. 917. I use CXC threads. So I've got a few of them here in the bag. This is what I left at home. This is what I was supposed to take with me, but I didn't. So this is what it looked like last time you saw it. Hang on, let me just pop this in here. And this is where I am at now. There we go. So coming along, I did have to, I think I explained this to you last time, that I'd messed up here because Pattern Keeper had taken a row out for some reason. Where there was an overlap with the pages, a row was missing, and one of my lovely subscribers mentioned it to me, and she said that she thought that it was a mistake, and because she's doing the same one, and I said I wasn't sure. So I emailed Jules and asked her whether there was something missing, because it hadn't gone down on Pattern Keeper very well, and she explained to me that Pattern Keeper is not great. That's why she sends patterns out, and I understand that. But so I had to undo what I did first, which is around this area, and then I've just literally worked on sort of this area here. Again, nothing, hardly anything at all. Really disappointed that I didn't get more of that done, but it is one of those things. So for the bit where we've got the line missing, I've literally just printed out the pattern. So I think what I'm doing on this one is I'm literally going so square by square. Hang on, there you go. So square by square, I'm bringing it down, and I'm working sort of literally to the next band. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this one. So I need to make sure, the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that I haven't missed any lines out. So yeah, that's kind of basically where I am with that. But you know what, it is what it is. Thankfully she told me about it, which was amazing, because otherwise I would never have noticed. I don't know why I would never have noticed. I just assumed that it was, you know, all in the pattern, but it wasn't. Anyway, so 2 over 2 on 20 count, 28 count. Gorgeous colour. I'm doing this on an opalescent, I think it's called Arctic White or Sparkle Snow opalescent fabric. I bought it from Wool Warehouse. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but those pieces that aren't full coverage, I do tend to go for a bit of sparkle because I just like it. I love a bit of bling. I'm very much a bling girl. My horse has got a brow band that is really sort of diamante bling. You know, what can you say? I'm a bling girl. So that is the next one I worked on. The next one I worked on, I'm just going to keep my space clean and tidy, is, his name is Jesus. And this is one that I am collaborating with Tara at One Stitch at a Time. And I wish I wasn't, because she's putting me to shame because she's already finished hers. But you know, there we are. So I am on 45.31%, and I'm doing it in 3 different colours. So I'll show you what they are in a moment. Actually, if I can pull it up on my Pattern Keeper here, because it's a lot easier. So I'm doing 3687, 3688 and 3727. They are my 3 colours. This is what I'm working on. You can't really see it very well. For some reason it's come out really blurred. If you go onto the Joyful Expressions, because this is by Joyful Expressions, if you go on their website and then you go to their newsletter, sign up for their newsletter, you can get this as a free pattern, which is really great. So I'm doing this in 3 colours. You can do it sort of, you know, 1 colour, 2 colours. There are no rules. You do what you like. I am working on this every single Sunday. Like I said, I was doing it with Tara, but she's amazing. I mean, I managed 4,700 stitches this month, and she is literally beating hers of 16, 17, 18,000 every single month. I mean, I don't know how she does it. She's just, I mean, yeah. She's a wow. She's a wow. So I did 846 stitches. I'm at 45.31%. I'm doing this in, like I said, colour A 3688, 3687 and 3727. This is what it looked like last time you saw it. And did I tell you how many I've done? I can't even remember. I've done 846 and I'm 45%. I mean, come on, that's not bad. You know, I only started it a couple of months ago and I'm already at 45%. So I'm getting there, I'm getting there. All right, Tara, I'm getting there. Right, okay, here we are. So that's where I am. I was so busy, I didn't even get to finish this here, which I can't even remember what it says. What does it say? I mean, I can't even read this either. I don't know, I can't even, it's so blurred I can't even read it. But I didn't even finish my wording here. I don't think I finished my wording there. Yeah, but I absolutely love this. I love the colours. This is really beautiful. I'm doing it on 20, no, I'm not. I'm doing this on 32 count 2/2. Not sure why I decided to do it on 32 count, but I did. Maybe it was just fabric that I had left over from something else. So, and I absolutely, how cute is my needle minder? Let's all just give some time to that needle minder, which matches. Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really beautiful. And look, see, I told you I like bling. Stunning. That's absolutely lovely. So that is my next project, and I think I was going to, well, I still am. My nan passed away before I came out to the US, and I'm glad that she passed away before I came to the US, because I'm now completely landlocked. So if she was still alive and then tragically everything happened, what happened, she died, I wouldn't be able to get to a funeral. So I'm so glad that the time that I had in the UK, I was able to spend with her pretty much weekly. I kind of knew the time was near, because she was telling me every single time that I saw her or spoke to her that she didn't want to be here anymore and she just wanted to die, which is really difficult to hear. Really difficult to hear, especially from someone that you absolutely love. And she was like my mum, and so yeah, we were so close, and she was my everything. And what I wanted to do is, when I get my house built, I really wanted to have like not a shrine, that sounds too like, but just like a memorial sort of wall with, you know, her pictures and some pictures of us when you know, we were kids. And she was religious, and I love this. Oh, hang on, bear with people, having issues. And her favourite colours was pink, same as me. I absolutely love pink, and I thought that this would be really nice to just go as a piece of artwork. I've got her ashes, so I was gonna, actually, once I've got everything up and running, I just wanted to find somewhere really nice and personal and private, and I was going to scatter her ashes, because I always said to Nan that I would take her to the States with me. That never happened. So she's come another way. She's come over with ashes. So I'm gonna take some time, some personal time, and make it like a really nice area for her, because she was such a special person in my life. So this is the reason, and I'm going to stop talking because I'll start crying. So this is the reason why I decided to do this project, and it was and it's really beautiful, and I love the pinks. I'm a pink girl too, so it's I love working on it. It's great. So that is that one. The next one I worked on is Peacock Love. Peacock Love. This is a nice small one. This is again a Josephine wool, and it's part of a smaller one. It's a quick stitch. It's part of a smaller project. It's chartered by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is this one here. Very, very pretty. Part of a bigger design. Peacock Days, I think it's called, which is really, really pretty. I'm doing this one on 18 count 2/1, and this one is on the easy count again. I have done 834 stitches on this. I'm at 52.35%. I think this time I just was working in some of my parked threads, because that's what I love doing. I know a lot of people don't like parked threads, and it looks messy, and I get that. It can do. I mean, I think it depends on how you park. If you park all the way through your work, then yes, I think it can look really messy. But if you park sort of at the ends, you know, you section off a section and you park that section, I think it can look really, really nice. So I worked on, for the most part, stitching in my parked threads. So this is what it looked like last time you saw it. and this is what it looks like now. So mainly this area here had a load of park threads in it. This is the area that I worked on. So I've still got all these to go. I am at 52.35, so I'm over 50% on this, which is amazing. Again, 18 count 2/1 is what I'm doing this on. You can just see like the peacocks coming alive here. I'm looking forward to working in this area, which is really nice. I think it only goes to like here, and then so I've only really got sort of that much to do, which isn't a hell of a lot, which is great. So pretty. I just love the colour. I'm such a colourful person, and you know, colour really draws me, and it's got so many different colours. So, you know, it can go in any room really, because it just goes with everything. But I think I want to get this finished because I want to put it in my camper. I live in a camper, as you can tell. It's tiny. That's like literally my kitchen. I don't have a tree, but you can see just down here, I've got like a really nice garland that goes across the back of, well, front, should I say, of where my TV goes on. My favourite thing in the world is at the moment, is to put some Christmas carols on through my phone. It's really clever. Don't you think technology is so clever? So what I do at the moment is I put Christmas carols on through my phone, which is connected by Bluetooth to my soundbar, which is in front of my TV. And then I go onto YouTube and I find a fire, like a big fireplace thing, and I put the fireplace on, and it just looks so nice. It looks really nice and cozy. And when you come in from going out to do the horses, and you come in, and I don't use gas for my heating, because it just uses so much gas. I do have a space heater, not overly expensive to run, that runs on all day and all night. So it will go on here in the day, and then at night I'll put it on in my bedroom, and I'll just put it on a little bit lower. But I've also got a blanket as well to keep me warm, because there is no insulation in any of these campers and it is freezing. So it gives you, having the fire on gives you kind of like an element of warmth. So it's like I said, it was really nice coming in from the horses to feed them of a night, and then, you know, you're hit by like a beautiful fireplace, and it's just really nice to just sit down and stitch and, you know, have some peace and quiet. And anyway, so this picture here, when it's done, is going to go on there. I'm really struggling to find like where my finger is. So it's just going to go on here. I'll probably move those cards over. I've had those cards since I came here. I think one's my birthday, because it was my birthday on the 8th, but we'll talk about that in a second. So that's a birthday card for my mum. I got one birthday card this year. Sad times. And so that's where I want to put it. So it's really nice. And there's like an area here on my wall that I would like to put my Resistance is Futile, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but anyway, my colour scheme for here is kind of grey and pink. I love grey. Grey goes with everything, as you can see from the wallpaper. And pink, I'm a pink girl. So that is the plans for this. So I'm doing on 18 count 2/1, which I've probably told you about 50 times now, and that is where that is going. So yeah, looking forward to doing a little bit more on that one as well. I'm just mindful that I haven't cleaned my floor yet. I haven't done any cleaning yet, and the floor is filthy. I just have not had the time. The bedding that my dad was staying on the sofa bed, and he was using all the blankets for that, so I need to rip off all the blankets. And then from then, when I was away, he went to my bed, so I need to rip off I've got clean sheets on there that I bought on the way back, excuse me, but the ones that he was using, I need to strip all that off as well. So I need to do a laundry day, and it's just so difficult to find any time to do anything. Everything has been so crazy, but at the moment my place is tidy, but it's filthy, it's disgusting. I can't deal with it. So it makes it really difficult for me to stitch, because I don't know if anyone else is the same as me, but I can only stitch when everything around me is tidy and clean. It's really weird. If it's not, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Anyway, so enough about my mental capacity. The next one I worked on is a long dog sampler, and I really like this one, and the plan for this one is to go in my guest room in my house when I have that built eventually. So this is it's called Crossword, and I absolutely love it. And I'm doing this on, I don't know if you heard that as the horse is whinnying. I mean, my horse is just chilling there on a hay, so that's fine. There's horses at the other end of the property, so not my property, but the person I bought this property from, and she has horses as well. So Jess, my friend, whose horse I've got here, one of hers, she's got two here, he whinnies and calls to the horses across the way, and it's really, really sweet. So, I mean, yeah, it travels. I mean, they're quite far away. I'm saying about half a mile away, but they still call to each other. So with this one, I am doing it in two colours. One is the colour 29. Actually, if I can just show you this. So I'm doing it in 29, and I'm doing it in 3041. 3041. Yeah. Again, CXC threads. I think these ones are different. They are... I can't see that. I haven't got my glasses on. It's too... AMO. Sorry, my bad. AMO. So I get all these from China. I think these are like 8 cents each. You can't go wrong, can you? 8 cents, really? So that's pretty cool. The fabric is Silver Moon, I believe. I'm not 100% sure what it's called, but I wanted a grey fabric for this because I just wanted it to sort of, the purples to stand out. Bear with one sec, I'm just fixing this a minute. Okay, so I'm doing this on, I believe, 32 count, 2/2. I have done 1,218 stitches. This is the one that I did take to a colour. So this got worked on rather than the resistance is futile. So what that didn't get, this got. And I'm at 10.41%. So this is what it looked like last time you saw it. And this is where we are at now. I actually did just throw that on the floor. Bear with. Wow. I'm back. Okay, so this is where I am at now. Okay, so I feel like I've done quite a lot on this one. I think I had a little tiny bit of this done and then like this bit done, but I've kind of done all this now, which is nice. Again, yeah, 32 count, 2/2. I think it goes really nicely against this fabric. I think this fabric really kind of makes it pop. I think it's always really weird when you pop your head around, it looks really weird. There we go. So beautiful, beautiful colours. So yeah, this is going to go into my guest room. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually looking forward to getting something built because nothing's been built yet. That's a whole nother story and I'm not going to bore you, but it's been a nightmare here. But yeah, hey ho. And last but not least, before I talk to you about plans for December and, you know, whip parades and things like that, is Bountiful Bookshelf. This is one that I took as well. I took this to Ikala. Didn't get a hell of a lot done on this. I don't know why. I really struggle with getting a lot on this one done, and I have no idea why. But anyway, so it is charted by Heaven and F Designs. It is an Amy Stewart piece of art, absolutely beautiful. This is one that I chose because I wanted it to go at the end of one of my, I've only got one, the end of my hallway, which is where all my bedrooms come off. So it would just be there like a really, really beautiful piece of art. If I ever get this finished. I think I've been working on it for like 4 years and I've done 4 pages. So like a year a page. And there is, I can't even tell you, I think there's 96 pages. So it's probably going to take me till I'm dead to get this done. I'm doing this one on 18 counts, 2/1 on easy counts. I did 591 stitches at 4.16%, and I'm doing this on the easy guide, the squares. Easy Count, I think it's called. And I think the reason why I'm not absolutely loving working on this is because of the amount of excess material I have. I just find it so awkward to work on, and I really wish that it was small enough to go on, you know, one of those big frames. I have got a huge frame. Now, if I'd gone for the smaller version, it would be small enough, but I went for the super size and max color. So this is the reason why we were having issues. So this is what it looked like last month. And this is where we are at now. So I think I did a little bit more in here, a little bit more in here. I think I did a tiny bit in this book here. I was literally, the plan for this was just to go from the legend on the left hand side of Pattern Keeper and pick the top color and then work all the way down and put, basically finish the color complete in this area of that color. And then I realized that I hadn't taken half of my, or somehow, and I don't know how, I made my threads disappear from the box. So I've got a feeling that I was working on some colours, and then instead of putting them back in the box, they just went somewhere else, and I've got no idea where they went. So that was my last piece of my last project that I worked on. It's been fun. It's been busy, it's been crazy. I haven't had any time for me, really. I'm surprised I got the amount of stitching in that I did. There was so much planning involved with this. We've been trying to get contractors out to start work. They're a nightmare. Again, what is it with contractors that just don't turn up and don't even phone you or tell you that they're not going to turn up? You know, you plan on contractors coming out on Monday, and you know they've come out the Friday before and you've gone through everything with them and yeah, we'll start Monday, and then they just don't even turn up, and then you find out on Facebook they've gone to another job. It's like, it doesn't take much to send me a message or a phone call to say that we're not coming. Instead you just make us wait here like lemons, you know, waiting for you to turn up for work, and then you don't even turn up. So that is another thing we've tried to deal with. So as well as supplier issues, you know, things taking months to come in, which is why nothing's built yet, because everything is on hold, because things aren't coming in. That's taken 3, 4, 5 months to come in. So it looks like now we're going to start building in January. Plus we've had issues with my dad's bank in Dubai. He hasn't been able to access his money, which is another thing that's been a nightmare. So yeah, nothing has gone to plan. So I've probably got 4 weeks now of me time before my dad arrives back, and then we actually start the build. So December, on my Whip Go, last month of Whip Go, I have got to do these two anyway, because they are on my Whip Go. Bear with. They would be the last two, wouldn't they? Of course. So twisted band sampler. My Whip Go says I've got to do 2 bands. This one here, this is by Northern Expressions. So in December, or the rest of December, I'll be working on this one. And I will also, because this is the other one that came up, I will also be working on this one. This is an Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's called A Quick Stitch, A Stitch in Time, Sweet Life. Really, really gorgeous. Look at the colours in that. Isn't that stunning? I think I'm doing this one 20 count 1/1. I've got this one in my hand, so I'll give you a sneak peek of where I am. So I'm doing this one 20 count 1/1. CXC thread, of course, because all of my work is on the CXC thread. So let me see if I can try and make this a little bit easier for you to see. Okay. So this is where we are at the moment with this one. So 20 count 1/1, absolutely love it. Coverage is amazing. CXC thread, look at that coverage. I think it's much, much better than DMC, but that's personal preference. everyone is allowed a right to their own opinion. So yeah, love it. I love the colours, I love working on it, so I'm excited that I get to work on this one this month. So other than these two, which are a given, the other projects that I'm kind of looking at bringing in are, so given that it's Christmas time, in my head I am thinking work on all Christmas. So I've got a few things that are Christmas. Now most of my projects here are already on Q-snaps and on some kind of frame. I was just lucky that because I haven't worked on the other one, the quick stitch, since I've been here, that's not yet on its own frame. But winter, so this is one I'm going to work on. I should get this finished by this year, end of this year. It depends on how everything else goes, because I feel like I've been working on this one for 100 years as well. So this one, I haven't got much to do on that one. That is already on a frame, so I can't show you my actual project. So I'm going to work on that one. I am also going to work on this one because it's also Christmassy. This is a Donna Gelsinger, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Absolutely beautiful. And I have no idea. I mean, I just might get this stocking finished by 2052. So then I can have it. Oh, and because I haven't worked on this one, I've got it to show you as well. So, just checking my horses are okay. Right. So this is being done on 20 counts, 1/1. And there was no point in telling you what the count from the other one was because I didn't have it to show you. So, this is where we are at on this one. 20 count, 1/1. Great coverage again on Easy Guide. So that I will be pulling out this month. And then I don't actually know how many frames I've got left. I seem to be going through frames like there's no tomorrow. However, is what it is. The next one I would like to work on is, so given that it was my birthday on December the 8th and I haven't done a new start and I need another new start like a hole in the head, I thought that this one might be a nice one to start because it is Christmassy. This one is a Donna Gelsinger as well, and it's an ornament. It's a really nice size. I'm going to do this on 20 count, 1/1. I think that's my new fave. And I just thought that that would be fun. So I think I'm just going to leave it there with regards to any projects. I did pull out 2 or 3 more and I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to get around to doing it. And so there's no point in setting myself up for a massive disappointment. I've got 5 projects to work on in 2 weeks. Yeah, because we are almost at the end of December. So instead of working a week on, I can't even remember where I put it now. Where did I put it? Yeah, so instead of working for a week on this one, which is what is on my whip go, I'm probably going to do maybe like 1,000 stitches. So like say, okay, get 1,000 stitches done, and then once you've done that, move on to the next one. So if I do 1,000 stitches on this one, and then I get a, where's that one now? Oh, here. And then I get a band done on this one. I know it says 2, but let's see how we go. I might get 2, I might not, and that means 2 bands, not 2 colours, because some of these are, so that there is a band and that there is a band, but it's part of the same band. So I'm going to be nice to myself, considering I'm really stuck with time, and I'm going to say that I'll do 2 bands instead of 2 colours. But you know, I'm getting close. I think I'm on this one, I think I'm like here now. So the bands are getting progressively smaller, which is good. Okay, so if I get, I'll see how I go for that one. Get either, yeah, probably either 1 or 2 bands done on that one. If I feel like 1 band is taking me too long, I will just move on to the next project, because that's almost done now anyway, so it's not really an issue. So 1,000 on It's a Sweet Life, and then a band on this one or 2. I will probably do 1,000 stitches on this one, and then get this one finished, and then I think I'm good. I think that's enough. Like I said, it does my head in that I make all these plans and then I can't stick to them because I run out of time. So the end of December, I will come back with this video, or everything I've stitched on this one, and then January I will do a beginning of the year, so like the 1st of January I will do a whip parade on everything I'm working on. I've got to put together another whip go board because I absolutely love that. I have also joined the Full Coverage Fanatics, and every single month they put something out as well, so that's fun. My whip go probably this year is going to be more on getting the projects that I'm over 50% completed this year, and working on the Bountiful bookshelf, because that needs to go in, because I've just got so much of it to do. So if I don't work on it, then it's not going to get done. So that's probably the plan for that, but I will come back with a whole kind of whip parade on what I'm working on and the plans for 2023, and we will see where we are. So that's exciting. So I think this is me done for now. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I will put some pictures of my time away and my horses at the end of this video if you're interested. If you're not, that's fine. And yeah, so happy stitching everyone. Get some stitching done. Enjoy the nice cold weather where you're not going to be out so much. And I will see you on my next video. See you later. Bye.